coming to you live from the It's Funny Studios. I'm Doug.
I'm Greg.
And this is Mike.
And this is the It's Funny That Makes It Okay podcast. Hey, welcome everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the show. Here we are, the end of August. It's
Welcome back.
Hot.
Very hot.
Yeah.
I'm wrapping up my concert series. Greg's getting towards the end of his.
Towards the end of my concert series. I got some notes tonight.
I've got a few things that I got from the concert. And Mike, I don't think you've been on any concerts, have you?
No.
No.
The personal ones I do in the shower. I sing for myself, but
He sings for his bartender.
Well,
Yeah.
after 3 or 4 shower beers, he's probably getting some
Loosened up.
Yeah.
some Irish drinking songs going or something, don't you?
well, I had some iron brew, so it
Yeah,
really
iron
put
brew.
me in the mood.
Yeah. That's just soda, but it probably would pair well with some of the.
I figured
It
he
was
was
a mixed
cocktail?
drink. Yeah, it was a mixed drink.
I figured he just did karaoke.
He might.
Well, sometimes.
It's
On
a
Tuesday-
karaoke
Don't take the microphone in there
No.
with you though. That's
No.
short out.
No, that's what the soap. Soap is the microphone.
All right. Well, I think each one of us have something right up front, and then we're going to talk. Greg's got a couple things, a couple stories. Got a Las Vegas man who allegedly killed his girlfriend, and then a man was caught sniffing women. So I don't know. I haven't seen this story. I have no idea what this is, so this is going to be interesting. And then I've got a couple little things. I've got Southern phrases or slang, and this.
And I'm from the South.
Yes, you are from the South, so you may have a leg up on Mike. I don't know. And then that rolled into it started out with some cooking slang, and it was a Southern thing. I thought, where did that come from? And then I found a list of Southern slang. I thought, I'm going to bring this up and see if you and the listeners know what these are. And to our international listeners or lizards,
Lizards.
our international lizard people that are listening as well.
Yeah. Yes.
Our Southern listeners will be like, what are you talking about?
This isn't weird, but no. So see if you can try to guess what these slangs are. And then that also, I saw an article in there about the short order cook slang kind of dying off. And I read some of those. Now we'll throw some of those in there too.
Are we going to do Yankee slang next week?
We could try. I don't know of any
Yanks.
Yankee slang.
You
But we
guys.
could definitely use guys. We could definitely try. So anyway, I guess I'll start off.
Yeah. What do you got?
This is not concert related, but a few weeks ago I was traveling for work and I was at a gas station. I went in, stopped, filled up the truck, went in, used the bathroom.
As you do.
As you do. And as I was going in, there was a guy behind me going into the bathroom. So I held the door open. He went in and said, thanks. I said, oh, you're welcome. And I just went to the stall. It was just the two of us in this bathroom. He went to I went to the urinal. He went to the stall. So I began to, do my business. And he says, man, I went down to Kentucky. There's nobody else in here. So I'm like, I guess he's talking to me.
And he wasn't on the phone?
What's your protocol? No. He said, I went down to Kentucky to pick up a puppy. He's like, I can't believe the price of puppy. I'll get me a Doberman Pinscher. They wanted $2,500 for it. And I was like, it was quiet for a second. I was like, that's a lot of money. He's like, I had a dog. He was a good dog. I had to get another one, and he's telling me his whole. I'm like, what's the protocol here? How much am I obligated? I'm trying to hurry along. I couldn't just stop midstream because business is going. So,
I can tell you the protocol if you want. You don't talk in the bathroom.
I know that.
Not a single
But if somebody
word.
engages, and
That's the protocol. You don't talk in the bathroom.
see, he came in. He said, thanks. I said, no problem. So I should have just nodded at him. Or
The guy talks to me. I don't say anything. He can talk to himself all he wants. I'm not responding.
I felt obligated to talk a little bit. So
I know that's the protocol.
I agree.
Unfortunately,
It
knowing
is the
myself,
protocol.
yeah, I probably would.
But yeah, he
Talk-
kept going
talk
on, and
back.
I just pushed it harder. I'm like, okay, let's get out of here.
I would never initiate it, but
No.
if somebody else started it.
No initiating this.
Yeah. And depending on what they say, too.
Yeah, and so I
there's some
wouldn't-
things they're saying in the bathroom. It's like, no, I'm not answering that.
Well, no. So I was washing my hands. He's still talking. I said, well, you take care, safe travels. And then I walked out the doors. I'm like, I got to get out of this.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was odd. It's weird when somebody is talking in the bathroom at all. And it's especially weird when it's a complete stranger and they're bringing up a conversation with me. I'm like, I don't know. I got nothing.
I mean, if the conversation was like, hey, big boy,
well, then we're out.
We're not talking. The protocol is fully intact at that point.
Would I be flattered? Well, yes, but still.
You have to appreciate that for a moment.
Well, you do.
Yeah.
You do. For just a moment, it's like, I'm not gay, but I still got it. Right?
Are you saying?
Nobody wants to. Oh, no. All right. So, anyway, so I took my wife to see Pat Benatar. And she was great. 70 years old, belted it out, sounded fantastic.
Yeah.
Had a great time. In fact, I'm wearing my Pat Benatar shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Her husband is a fantastic guitarist. It was a fun concert.
Yeah.
But you know, when you get there, you know kind of the age of the band by the fan base that's around there.
That alludes to mine.
I found. So it starts off, we go down, we get our seats. We got there plenty early because I always do that. I like to get there early, get the seats, kind of scope things out, hit the bathroom. We went down.
Talk to strangers.
While they're dropping a deuce. Like, hey, man, how's it going? Like, well, I'm trying to go to the bathroom. Yeah. But we get in line to buy concert T-shirts or look at them.
Man, those are expensive.
They are expensive. My wife loves Pat Benatar, so this was her. I surprised her with her. I said, it doesn't matter. She's like, well, I said, just get you. We never go to concert. You never go. It doesn't matter. Find the shirt you like, whatever one it is. Don't look at the price. Just find the one you like and just get it. We're done. Because it doesn't matter. I mean, they're all, the cheapest thing you're going to find is maybe $40-$45. And that's cheap.
That's the
cheap.
cheapest. That's a T-shirt.
Gracious.
Yes.
I like the band, but I'm not paying that much for a T-shirt.
I do it for the experience, so that's a memory. See, Mike, I'm depositing those coins in my relationship bank, so she'll get that out. I remember when Doug did that. That was so nice. I really do nice things, so I got to have something to remind her.
I have a nice Weird Al shirt you'd like to borrow sometime.
That's okay. That's all right.
But anyway, there was a first we stood in line. We got in this. There was a line of people, and we're standing there, and it wasn't moving much. And we said, and there was a guy standing there, and they were talking. I said, is this a line for the T-shirts? And they're like, oh no. I'm like, okay. So I'm just standing, like where people are just mingling after they've bought their drinks.
Just a random.
No, we only
line.
did it for 3-4 minutes, but I was like, well, we're not moving at all. I mean, I know the line is slow, but we haven't moved.
Yeah.
People probably wondered, what is people
we don't
doing?
know these people. Why are they standing in our group? How you doing? No. So we move over, and then
that was the guy that talked to me in the bathroom.
They're bathroom pals.
There was a guy that came up behind me. He was an older guy. When I say older, I mean I'm in my 50s. He looked older than me, and a woman
About my age.
He looked older than that. No, maybe not. But he was talking to his wife, and I heard he goes, or his girlfriend or whoever was with him, and he goes, today's been a really good knee day. I mean, it hasn't been hurt. I've been dying. Like, but if I have to stand in this line for much longer, that's going to blow that out of the water. I said, that's how I equate all of my days now. It's by a certain body part that's having a good day. Yeah. Not my whole body.
Yeah.
Just what, you know what? I'm having a good shoulder day. My knee is working pretty good. It's like, oh man.
Sadly, it does get that way.
Yeah, I took a nice strong leap, man. It went quick. I was in and out of that bathroom in no time. All right. The next thing is we get up to our seat. We sit down. And there's an usher up there. And this guy, I've seen him at concerts before. He's a little old man. He's got to be in his 80s. He's got to be. So my wife and I are there. And, we're way up in balcony 2. So we turn around. We're trying to get a selfie of us with the Pat Benatar sign on the balcony and everything. And he comes over and goes, "Oh, here, let me take your picture." I said, "Okay." All right. So I bring up the camera and I turn around. I said, "Well, it's just the one button in the middle here." He goes, "Oh yeah. I take pictures all the time." He goes, "I'll get you."
I know, so punk.
He turns around. He holds it. He goes, "Okay, get ready." And I see him. He pushes. It looks like 3-4 times, And then he looks at it, he goes, "Okay, here you go." And he hands me the phone back. I said, "Great, thanks." And then I just stopped. But he didn't get the stage behind us. And my wife was kind of wanting the stage with the picture.
Chopped your heads off.
Benatar. So I said, "Well, let's go. We'll walk down to the front of the balcony and stand there, and I'll take a couple of selfies with us with the stage behind us." She said, "Okay." So I went down there and brought it up. Took two couple quick pics and went back up. She goes, "Oh, text them to me." So I said, "Okay." So I bring it up and bring up my gallery, and I bring up those 2 pictures that I just took and sent them. And I scrolled. There are no other pictures in my phone of us at all. I don't know what this old man did. So that's like, did he delete some apps or what? Some Amazon stuff's going to show up at my house next week.
Those pictures are on the internet now.
What? It was just our head. Well, I don't even know what it was.
Oh, they might be superimposed.
I don't know what he was. I don't know what he was doing. He's like, he's pushing on my phone. Nothing. No pictures. No nothing. Like, all right.
That's very weird.
Great. And the last thing I have is there's 2 couples that came and sat in front of us, and they sit down and they're talking. And the guy gets out and he starts taking pictures of the stage, and then he takes a selfie. He has got like a Kodak 110 camera. He goes, click. And then he turns it around. Click. I'm like, what is this?
You have to take that to the dark room later.
One stage up from the guy with the gunpowder. Okay. Hold still, Pat, for 7 seconds. Poof. Like, what? I'm like, how do you even find film in that?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I wondered.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I said, we are at an old concert. I felt really young and hip after I left there. I'm like, all right, yeah. They're going to be saying, look at that punk kid. Like, all right. Bopping around with his good knee, taking pictures of stuff.
So Doug pulled out his videotape recorder and recorded the concert.
My boombox.
Yeah.
My boombox. I hit the pause, and then I played it on the way out.
Go up to the window to buy merch, and it's like, you got cassette tapes?
For the right price, they probably do.
Probably.
Well, they have albums now.
We'll make you. Yeah, they do.
could have bought an album.
Yeah, albums are huge.
Yeah. So that was it. That's the end of my little
All right.
experience.
Well, I got a few concert-related items. So the first one is we went to the REO Speedwagon concert at the Illinois State Fair.
Woo!
Which the State Fair is another whole thing.
Oh, that's a whole nother world.
Of its own.
Yeah, the state fairs are always fun.
But so we're there at the REO concert, and I noticed during the show, they've got a guy down sitting like on the edge of the stage, doing sign language for people. And they've got him on the screen in the corner. And the funny thing, I mean, I don't know how that works. I hear that like deaf people, they can feel the vibrations.
I guess.
Things like that.
I never would have thought of that.
It struck me very odd. But then during the instrumental part of the songs, that dude was an air guitarist, an air drummer.
I was going to ask that.
He was just strumming away on the guitar and playing the air drums. So it's like, I guess that's letting those who couldn't hear what was going on. Okay, right now, dude's playing a guitar solo.
And they had a screen, a big screen that he was on.
Yeah.
Couldn't he have done closed caption?
They didn't.
I'm just asking.
Well, I'll present.
Maybe it's unionized.
I'll present maybe one downside to the closed captioning.
Okay.
So my brother graduated earlier this year from ISU, and they had a closed captioning software that was supposed to do it real time. It was not good.
If it's anything like my talk to text with on my phone, then yeah, it's going to be saying swear words and all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah, it was about that. So maybe
it might have taken some of the meaning away from the songs.
Yeah.
But then about halfway through the show,
Heard it from a fiend who fiend. Remember this song?
But about halfway through the show, they took him out, and a girl came in and took his spot. It's like they had a sub for the sign. Maybe his hands get tired.
I know. Yeah. Carpal tunnel.
Well, she didn't do air guitars.
Oh,
and
well,
stuff,
then I would want my money back.
He was putting in the work, it sounded like.
He was.
Maybe he was showing off. And they're like, he's too flashy. Get him out. Get him out.
Yeah.
He's overshadowing the band.
Maybe it was REO. It's like, this guy's got to go. I want this. I can't compete with that guy.
Maybe they needed him. REO.
Look at him out there gyrating around.
Yeah.
Because they're all in their 70s. He's running up and down, swinging his arms, all akimbo, flailing away.
He was upstaging them.
I know.
Yeah, it's like in baseball. You can't, overshadow the ref. So.
As far as the band goes, so you got Kevin Cronin, who's the lead singer, original guy.
Yep.
And
you really saw REO.
He's 70. Yeah. There was 2 members of REO, maybe 3. Anyways, Kevin Cronin, 72 years old, I think. Dude was all over the stage, running around. Amazing. It's like, man, I couldn't do that at like 35. And he's singing, sounded great. Bruce Hall, the guitar player, that poor guy moved around the stage like he was in a nursing home. I mean,
so maybe he did have the
he might have
sign
been,
language guy.
Yeah, I don't know the words of this song. Sign him out for me.
Get him out. Look at him.
Poor Bruce didn't, and he sang one song didn't sound so good, but
Well,
but
that
anyways,
happens.
the rest of the concert excellent.
Well, good.
So that moves me to yesterday.
Ooh, the big concert you've been
The
waiting
big
for
one.
all
The big
week,
one
all
I've been
year.
waiting for. Kids Bop. Plus, it was 102 degrees out, and we were in an amphitheater.
And what everybody don't know, Greg went by himself. Front row. Oh.
Nope, we took our grandson and saw Kids Bop. And
100-degree Kid Bop. Woo.
yeah, over 100 degrees. It was hot. And the first thing is Lori asked Caden if he wanted a slushie. And of course, yes, he'd like a slushie. So I hand her $20 and she goes out to the slushie tent. And she waited 45 minutes for the slush.
Turned out she was in the T-shirt line.
They had that too. So she gets up to the window after 45 minutes, pays for the slushie. They're like, we don't take cash.
Come on.
And she
With
did not
this,
have a card
seriously?
on her. And she's hot as all get out.
I would have been too.
How can people get away with that?
I have griped about that so much because it's
Yeah.
like, it is our U.S. currency. You should be required to take it.
Okay. That just brought up something else real quick. I'm going to,
Good.
if you mind,
No, jump in.
or don't mind.
Well, I do mind,
They
so
didn't,
jump in.
they didn't take cash at the Pat Benatar concert either. I mean, it's the Civic Center. It has nothing to do with Pat Benatar. I mean, they just show up.
I think this had to do with Kids Bop. I think they
Well,
said,
they're communists.
hey, don't take it.
It's well documented. They're little Maoists running around
Yeah.
up there.
This is our concert.
That's right. But so they didn't take cash. And a guy came up, an older guy behind me,
Oh,
and
this
said,
is not going to go well.
they don't take cash. He's like, this is communist. The U.S. is our currency. He said just, and he was getting louder and louder. I was like, yeah, it's like people are starting to look at him and me, and I'm like, I'm just trying to get a T-shirt, man.
Hold up your card.
I don't want to get political here because I don't know where everybody stands. I don't want to get in a fight. He's like, this is BS. We live in America and it's a free country. Yeah, I agree, but they don't take it. So
you got to get past
I don't know
it.
what we're going to do with this. He just kept going on and on to me. My wife's like, you made a friend. I said, I didn't do anything.
I don't want to
stood
be
here
his
and you
friend.
walked up and started saying that to me.
Well, it sounded like if there was a fight, you would have been, you could have stood a chance.
Well, it might
Just
have been
kick
him
out-
and I against everybody else. I don't know what everybody else thinks.
Well, you just had to kick the walkers out from people, and
Maybe.
you know, you might have been able to get out of there.
Maybe I could have.
So you got to know. I mean, when they said no cash, Lori was exasperated. I mean, she's been in line 45 minutes in over 100-degree heat. So she's like, all right. And then some nice people behind her said, don't worry, we'll get it. And they paid for it for her. So that was very nice of
That
them.
was
So
very
shout
nice.
out to those people. So she got the slushie, brought it back. And
You're our It's Funny People of the Week.
yes. And it was melted. No. No. Yeah, Caden drank his slushie. Okay, next thing.
You know, and one thing too, before we move on from that point, you cannot tell people for the first time while it's at the register that they don't take cash.
Yeah.
You need to provide that information ahead of time.
Now, I don't know how Kids Bop did,
Further
but
ahead
like
of
for the
time.
Pat Benatar concert, like Ticketmaster said on their tickets, and I got an email that said no cash.
Okay, see, I
Cashless.
think that might be fair, but still, no, you need to take cash.
Yeah,
if
I
you're-
don't know with them.
If
That
you're
might
not
have
going
not
to take cash, I think that's what you need to do.
I mean, I'm not
Because you
saying it
cannot-
wasn't written somewhere.
But
It
honestly,
may
how
have
many
been.
people? Most of the
Who
time, I
looks?
don't read the
Yeah.
emails from them.
No.
I don't even know why I did. I happened to, and it said rules for the concert. I'm like, ooh, they're okay.
And I guess they had
This
a
is-
booth. You could take your cash over and get a gift
Oh
card.
my gosh.
Yeah, they
To
had
go
that,
back.
Oh
and
my
like-
gosh.
They had that at the
Take my money. If you're taking my money over there, take it here.
That's
you're
what's
kidding
ridiculous.
They had that at the Foreigner concert.
Yeah. You can go over there and buy a gift card.
What is the point? Just take my money right here. I don't want to wait over there.
Well, then they couldn't charge somebody 3%.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
just, it's ridiculous. I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. Next thing is, you know how you wait for concerts and they had the big screens, so they were playing stuff on the screens. Well, of course, they're playing all Kids Bop music with they're playing the songs they're going to sing in the concert. It's like, I could sit here and watch the concert on the screen.
You could have emailed me a link to this and I could have stayed home.
I'm watching the concert.
Watch it on a 70-inch television in the privacy of my own home with a bathroom and air conditioning.
Yeah, and that was my thought. But then the real Kids Bops came out. It was none of the kids that were in the videos.
They were worse.
It's like I think they picked up kids from the St. Louis neighborhood, dressed them, and said, "Run out there, run around, dance, do all your stuff."
You're going to lip sync anyway.
Right,
it's all tracked.
So there was
I figured it 2 hours of 1877.
Oh no!
K-A-R.
No,
it's just 2 hours of that song,
just over and over. Oh, it was different kids than what was on the video. I felt a little cheated. So would they be the original Kids Bop?
I would say no. Well,
we were seeing a knockoff cover band of the Kids.
I think the original Kids Bop is probably like 42 now.
Yes.
So I don't know.
Adult Bop.
That's yeah.
Wow. That's another show altogether. You don't want tickets to the Adult Bop because that's something else. You can't take that's 21 and over.
You do want tickets.
That's true. They're selling T-shirts. Who knows what kind of stuff they're selling?
They perform in a little bit different venue.
Yes, they do.
They will take your cash.
They will.
Yes, for sure.
Oh, yes. Preferably once. And lots of them.
I did find one benefit with the Kids Bop concert. When the people stand up in front of you, you can still see over them. So I didn't have to stand up. I was like,
nice.
"Oh, they're standing. I can still see."
Was there a lot of standing? Like did they get
the
to a
little
certain
girls
song?
are all dancing
Oh, okay.
around in the aisles. There, you know.
I had no idea. I
didn't do that, of course, in my tutu.
You sure?
I had a handheld fan. I was moving it
okay.
time to the music. So what else I got? Let's see. And I'm not certain 100%, but I think they may have been using tracks.
What?
How was the band?
There was no band on the stage.
That's why I had to set that up.
The drummer was killing it.
Yes, he was.
But with that said, Kids Bop they take pop songs and they sing them with cleaner lyrics and things like that. And I got to say, it honestly wasn't that much different than what I hear on the radio. It sounds a lot like the original bands. I mean,
Did they do Stupid Ho?
No, WAP they did though.
I did not see that coming. Wow. That's worth the price of admission right there. I mean, I might have went had I known that.
So let's see. Another shocker. It was largely a female audience. Not a bunch of guys.
Gosh.
A few. There were a few dads.
Yeah.
A couple of grandpas. Me.
Yeah.
Me. A lot of females. On the plus side, I would give those kids a ton of credit for being out there in over 100 degrees and running around that stage like they did. They had to be exhausted. I mean, they're going up steps. They're like running or dancing, running back down the step. They were all over the place. And there's only 4 of them, but they're, what are you laughing at?
After the concert, they corralled them all and put them back in their cages and loaded them up in the train.
took them back home.
To the next town.
Yeah.
Come on. We gotta get to Chicago for tomorrow night's concert.
I don't want to go.
May I please have some more grooves? Shut up.
Let's see. I think the last thing I've got is as I was watching the show, I look over to the far right of the stage and it's their sound guy. How would you like to be the sound guy for Kids Bop? You got to listen to that every night for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
I guess what are they paying me? I mean, I guess if I got to be.
Well, when you go to the sound guy union meetings, you're like, oh, who are you for? I'm with Foreigner. I'm with REO. What are you doing? Kids Bop.
You have your headphones on. He's probably listening to something completely different. He just gets he knows the numbers. He marks them. What are these kids going to do? Scream at him, tell him that he's wrong? My mic's not potted up right. I can't hear out of the monitor. Like, shut up, brat.
Maybe Kids Bop should do stuff like Metallica and, maybe pull out some oldies, do some Zeppelin, things like that.
Kiss.
Yeah.
I was made for loving you, baby. We said
But
they
it would
did
be in a
WAP.
very high voice.
I mean, WAP is right up there, so that is something.
I think these kids were like 14, 15, the ones that are actually.
Oh, really? So I thought they'd be younger than that.
Yeah. I was surprised, actually. They were a little older than I thought they were because most of the audience was younger than that. A lot of very young girls. So, anyways, I think that's all I've got on the Kids Bop and the concerts. Yeah.
Can't wait to go back.
I think I've had my fill of Kids Bop. Oh, and we did buy 2 shirts, and they were that same price.
What were your shirts?
We got 90 days same as cash, and we're all good.
Sheesh.
So,
what were your shirts?
Kids Bop. They were for the grand. I didn't get one.
Well, I didn't know.
It's for the grandkids.
My cousin and her husband went. Oh. Pardon me.
Oh, now I got to edit the podcast. Doug's dying.
I am, man. My sinuses have been terrible. They took their granddaughter and they posted pictures of them on Facebook, and they had shirts that said "Our first Kids Bop concert" on. So they could have.
I got the tour shirt. It showed what cities they had been in.
What Kids Bop number are they on now? Do you know?
Well, I don't know. It was 2023. It was just the Kids Bop. I forget what the title of the concert. Or
I think they started in like 2001.
Because I mean, yeah, my brother had some, but those were like 15, maybe somewhere around there.
I think my kids might have had some Kids Bop.
Yeah,
maybe?
I can't remember. Somewhere around there is what he had.
Yeah. So they're working on the reunion tours.
Yeah.
So it was quite interesting, needless to say. And on a side note, we did take Caden to an arcade called Kokomo Joe's down there. A lot of fun. So
Yeah.
I think we spent $45 there for a lava lamp. No, we had a good time. I think he enjoyed the arcade because it was like a bonus surprise. He didn't know about that. If I'd
have been his age as a kid, I'd have been all about the arcade.
It's a big place.
In fact, you're going to drop me at the arcade for the weekend, and I'd have been, well, I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, it's like an old store, like our old Kmart store. It's about that size. It's big.
Yeah, that's cool.
Isn't that where they've got the mini bowling too?
Yeah, they got mini bowling. Now they got real bowling in there too. So, yeah.
Awesome.
It's pretty cool. So, all right. I think that's all I got.
Well, I got a story here that I thought this was just kind of ridiculous. Did you guys have lunch after the Kids Bop concert or before the Kids Bop concert?
We had lunch before and we had dinner afterwards.
Oh. Well, where'd you go?
We went to Wendy's for lunch and we went to the Huddle House for supper.
Oh.
Waffles and pancakes.
Yeah, at Litchfield.
So no Subway.
No Subway.
Okay. Well, the reason I ask is because
I haven't been to Subway for a while.
I haven't been there in a long time.
Well, do you guys want free food for the rest of your life from Subway? It's real simple.
What do I got to do?
You got to change your name legally to Subway.
Subway?
Yep.
No.
What would my middle name be?
Oh, whatever you want it to be. You could keep it.
Foot long.
I was going to suggest oven roasted ham, but that's good too. Well, I saw this story. Nearly 10,000 people. They signed a petition in order to change their names for a lifetime of free Subway sandwiches.
I'm sorry.
People will do anything. Oh my gosh. For Subway?
Yes, for Subway. And this is actually from. This article was dated like last week, so you can only imagine. And this is actually within like 4 hours of them posting it. That 10,000 people.
I feel like that would be a punishment. So you got to eat Subway for the rest of your life. Oh God,
Mr. Subway.
Yeah, and so it says Subway announced on Tuesday, and this is again from like a week ago of when we're recording, that in just 96 hours, 4 days, nearly 10,000 people have committed to a lifetime of eating fresh by offering to legally change their names in hopes of winning free Subway for life.
So you don't change your name to Jared.
Thank goodness.
Oh, yeah. And that's another thing with Subway, too. I mean, you're kind of carrying around that connotation.
Yeah, you got that stigma to go with it.
Yeah.
As bad as they've been trying to avoid it. That's something that sticks with you.
Yep.
Yeah. So Subway will even pay your legal fees. They're going to cover $750 of legal fees so you can change your name to Subway.
Do you just get Subway sandwiches or can you get the cookies? Because they were always the best part of the...
Well, so
yeah, the cookies were good.
Here's what they say. When they say for life, what they really mean is
not for life.
$50,000 worth of Subway gift cards.
Oh,
So
because they don't take cash.
No, so you can do what you want with your $50,000.
50,000 in Subway gift cards. I start selling them.
You probably have to pay somebody to take them.
Yeah.
Well, I'd give, if it's a $10 one, I'd sell it for $2. Here. Maybe I can walk away with, 10,000.
Well, and they mentioned something on here too. This isn't the first time the Subway's pulled one of these free Subways, for life. Last year, they offered the company offered someone the same deal if they just got a tattoo of a foot-long logo from their Subway series promotion on their sternum or back.
I would get right across my lower back. That's the best look.
Oh, yeah. That'd be classy.
Subway.
They had a winner.
A foot long.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So you want that on the small of your back right above your buttocks? I don't know. That's kind of dangerous, Greg.
It'd be classy.
I put a question mark behind it.
Lean over, your shirt rises up a little bit. You might have some questions to answer.
Oh, my gosh. Would you like it toasted? Oh, gosh. So, yeah, somebody went that route last year, and, hey, they got a endless supply of subs. So
Nice.
I was going to ask, but they brought it up. So, would you rather change your name or get a tattoo for something free that you wanted?
it would probably depend on the content, but I'm probably going to go with the tattoo if I can hide it a little easier. But the brand is not going to let you hide it. They're going to.
No, they want it somewhere where
they
you
want
see
it marketing material.
Yeah, prominently
so
displayed.
People talk.
See,
about
that's why I'm thinking I'd probably go name simply because I can still call myself whatever I want and say.
Oh no, you gotta.
Well,
say
legal
if you gotta
documents.
show
I'm gonna
that-
have
if
to.
you got to show the Subway, you got to say it too.
I don't want the tattoo, but I'm not
Otherwise,
a
you
tattoo
can hide
guy.
it. Because if you can
I
hide,
mean,
to me, if
neither.
you can hide the tattoo, you can hide the name. But if you can't hide the tattoo, you can't hide the name.
But I don't have to say my name all the time. I mean, we could
Oh, you
just
gotta
start
sign
talking.
it.
Oh, but other people will.
Yeah.
They'll have to refer to you as the
Subway.
Hey, Mr. Subway. What's up?
And I had a follow-up question too. Would there be any restaurant at all that you guys would change your names for?
Restaurant?
Yep. If they give you free food for life,
No, I'm not.
there wouldn't be a single restaurant. It doesn't have to be fast food or whatever.
Free
How
food for
often-
life.
Free food
You get
for
tired
life.
of restaurants.
How you
after
doing,
a while.
Mr. How you doing, Mr. McDonald?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. No thanks.
I mean, I don't know. I think you get bored of the same restaurants all the time. I mean, so it's like it might sound, oh, that's great, but after a while, you'll be like, yeah, this sucks. I don't want to do this.
If Cheddar's was still around, I'd maybe do it. I'd be the good Cheddar.
Oh, Bones would approve.
Bones would have approved.
He would like that.
I can't. That's me. I just can't think of. I'm trying, but I can't really think of one that I would for
Chick-fil-A.
life or for
life.
like. Yes, if you said for a year, I'd be like, okay, for a year, I might go with a restaurant.
Well, and you don't have to go. I mean, it's every time you go in there, it'd be a free meal. You don't have to go all the time. You don't have to go every day. Or
Well, then
anything.
I feel like I'm getting cheated. If I get free meal, I'm like, no, I want the free meal.
Maybe I would change my name for the Chinese buffet we have in town. Lynn's. I could be
Lynn?
Lynn's.
Now,
You may pull
what
it
about
off.
like Mr. Reese's?
That's not a restaurant.
No, but it's food.
It's
I was
food.
going with food. See, I don't need to do that either. I already struggle now when I'm paying to make myself fat. I couldn't do
Your
for
first
free.
name would be Holiday Reese's.
Big Cup.
the nickname, the big cup.
That's right. See, I could go with that Reese's Big Cup.
I think there'd be one I would maybe consider it. There's a barbecue chain in St. Louis, and it's probably my favorite barbecue, Sugar Fire.
Sugar Fire.
They'd call me Sugar.
Sugar Fire.
Hey, Sugar, what's up?
All right, Greg, you changing your name?
I can't think of any more.
Okay, let's say it's not a restaurant then. What about a product? Is there a product you'd change your name for to get? They're going to give you a free whatever.
For one of the products or like forever?
For the rest of your life.
Depends on the product, I guess.
Free whatever
Let's say
for life.
like Corvette.
Product. Yeah, no. I'm
Corvette
thinking,
Daniel?
I kind of like that.
I kind of like Corvette Meeks. I would probably do it for a Corvette.
Yeah. Call me C8. Because I want the
Stingray.
C8. I want
Yeah.
the C8 if I'm going to get one.
What would be the newest one? We'll say whatever it is. It's brand new, whatever.
I could go Corvette.
I could probably do a car. Corvette. I
Yeah.
like Corvette. Or if there was...
Well, a car would definitely maximize your
yeah.
product.
Now...
For a few years
Yeah,
until
but
it
the cars
dies
could
off.
be... Cars
but
are only good for
they're
so
giving you
long.
free cars for life.
Why? No, I said just one.
Oh, just one. Oh,
You're
okay.
getting-
I got
still.
But
I mean, a
at my
Corvette.
age, I can make that
you're
vet
looking
last.
at, 80 grand.
Yeah, I could make that last.
Well, Greg and I are getting old now where they you say for life. It's like, well, all right, that's 12 years. No.
If you were my age, would that change it?
Yeah, see, because, you got a lot longer to go.
Well, hopefully. But
Well,
Ideally.
ideally, yes.
so Mike, any product? I think
or
Greg and I
or
said we would
restaurant.
for the right car.
Yeah, the Corvette would.
See, that's a good choice. That is a good choice. The product is one-time product.
Well, it depends on what the product
what it
is.
is.
I mean, if it's something small, I would go say you could do a lifetime supply of it. And
So-
by lifetime, it would be like kind of like a gift card or. I mean, it would end eventually, but.
Free Kids Bop
You know what
tickets for
Oh, I'm in.
They call me Boppy.
I would just be the kid.
KB.
One that I would do, I would love. You call me Bass Pro. If I could just go into Bass Pro like once or twice,
like
or
shopping
whatever.
spree.
Yeah, just grab what I want. But I'd go for like kayak or a boat or fishing lures or
See, they'd have to put a dollar amount on it,
Yeah.
though.
Because you might walk out of there with like a.
But
one
if
of
it
those
was,
big
let's say it's
boats.
equivalent to a car, though, so you could say
get
like
quite a bit.
$80,000 you could spend. That's a lot. That's a lot.
I could do some damage with that in Bass
Yeah.
Pro.
Yeah, you could get you a boat and a kayak.
They call me the Bass.
BP.
Big Bass. Bubble Bass.
Man, you could do quite a bit of damage with
Yeah.
$80,000. All right,
I could walk out, just about anything in Bass Pro probably. That's what I would do.
Bass Pro would be a good one.
But they've got cars there that they hawk sometimes, so
Oh,
I don't
true.
know.
Yeah.
4-wheelers and stuff.
Yeah.
I think
All right.
that would be all.
But
Yeah,
the one caveat I was going to say is, in this scenario that we're talking about, Subway is nowhere near the consideration of me changing my name.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Absolutely
no.
not.
Not even
That's
close.
that's pretty
No.
bottom tier.
not even close. I'm with you.
If you
on
held
that.
a gun to my head, I
I can't think of a restaurant I would do it for. Again, just because I don't think the value is there for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's me.
Fair enough.
Yep. We ready to move on?
Sure, let's go to Vegas. What
All
happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah. Now this
Unless it does.
this isn't as much about the news story as it is the culprit.
Okay.
So when you look at his picture, they're going to pull it up. Take a look
So,
at the guy's
Las Vegas
picture.
man arrested after allegedly killing girlfriend at home.
Yeah.
James Gina III,
Yeah, he allegedly
50.
killed his girlfriend.
charged with open murder in Las Vegas home.
The suspense is killing me. Oh my. Oh my.
Are you telling me this guy killed his girlfriend?
I cannot believe it.
Who? I would never have pictured that this guy would have done something like that.
I especially this guy.
There is so much to unpack from one image.
This guy. had
Holy cow.
tattoos over his whole face, but I especially love the glasses.
Why did he tattoo like dorky looking?
Can he see better?
He tattooed, and they're like,
Somebody said I would have tattooed contacts.
or they're like what we used to call in the military BCG, birth control glasses. They're the kind of thing you're so ugly with them that nobody would want to be with you.
And he's bald, and he's got horns.
I was gonna say, is that
tattooed
horns
his
on
head.
there?
Yeah, and he's got the bandana tattooed around his lower face and neck.
Is that what it is? See,
It's
I
a
was trying to
bandana.
figure out what that is.
It's a bandana. You see those the patterns
on it?
What's the
things under the horns? Is it BK? And I don't know what the other thing is. Burger King?
He went to Burger King.
He gets Burger King for life. Just what Burger King
in
wants.
prison, I bring it to him.
Man.
I cannot believe the tattoo work on this person. I mean,
yeah, that's the glasses. Why the glasses? You just buy glasses, don't you? Even if you just plain old glasses that you don't have to wear, you just throw them on.
Yeah, and they're not like cool glasses.
No, that's what I said. They're birth control. When you wear those, boom, no one's going to sleep with you.
So, yeah, I mean, he's booked for murdering his girlfriend. Now, does he look like somebody that would do that?
Yeah.
So, anyways, it wasn't so much about the news story as it was about his lovely his tattoos.
That's awful.
Yeah. The next one, I have to bring it back up here. If you guys are already there,
California man. You want me to read just the title?
Yes, read the title.
Okay, California man caught sniffing, and that's in quotes, women at Barnes & Noble. Free despite rap sheet of child peeping. Child peeping?
Child peeping.
40
Kids Bop
arrests.
concerts.
Yeah, that guy should not go anywhere near Kids Bop concerts.
40 arrests. Khalees Karen Crowder's rap sheet, Triple C. Khalees Karen Crowder's rap sheet stretches back to 2005 with dozens of arrests in Los Angeles? What? Are you telling me that they have criminals just roaming the streets in L.A.?
I know. It's hard to believe.
Oh, my gosh. I can't believe that. Okay.
All right. Hang on a sec. I'm sorry.
Do you want me to read a little more or no?
Yeah, read a little more while I refine my...
Okay. It says, a serial creep from Los Angeles County is back on the streets after dozens of arrests for a slew of sex offenses. A slew. Wow, that's...
A slew.
A slew of sex offenses and other crimes stretching back to 2005 despite being caught on video accosting women just days ago.
Yeah, so try to watch the video and give us a play-by-play on it.
Okay. Well, she's looking at the bookcase. So this is like a TikTok where this girl is filming a day in the life, right?
Right.
So she's at the Barnes & Noble. She's got her Starbucks coffee, and she's got the phone looking back at her. And as it's sitting on the bookshelf.
Well, thank you for telling me, because I was wondering, where did they get this footage from?
Yeah, this is her phone. She's recording herself because she notices the guy following her, and she's purposely pretending like she's reading a book, and this guy is pretending like he's looking at something on a lower shelf.
Right.
So he's kind of purposely positioning himself there, and when she's got her back completely turned, that's when he moves in for the sniff. And he's sniffing a specific part.
He's going right up behind her.
Yeah. It's
taking a big old whiff.
Yikes. Yeah.
And then
that's
he continues.
Not good.
Have you gotten that far yet?
Yeah, he keeps coming back, and he'll walk away for a little bit and he'll come back. It's not pretty.
Yeah, so he does that.
He's acting like my dogs.
Yeah.
Sniffing
you think the
rear
girl
end.
would have turned around and kneed him right in the face?
Well, okay. She notices enough to film it. But at some point, cut this guy off, right? I mean, to your point, you've got him on film twice, 3 times. Stop. Cut him off. Tell him to stop. You're in public. You're in an open area.
Yeah.
You've got that on your side. Now it's time to cut him off. Tell him enough's enough, right? I mean, to your point, I think that's what you're trying to say.
Well, at some point, he walks over to another woman who's oblivious of what's going on.
Yeah, and he's down on
and kneels down
low.
and then looks around and then gives her butt a big sniff.
See, had the
what is wrong with you, freak?
Right. And had the one woman maybe confronted him about it, maybe he wouldn't be doing that to everyone else who walks in the Barnes & Noble.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like he's got a history.
Well, right.
But
she does confront him, says, what are you doing? He goes, tying my shoe. She says, what are you doing? He says, tying my shoe, and he's tying his shoe. It's like...
Should have told
she
him,
must have come untied a lot.
Yeah, should have told him, hey, that's not what my phone video captured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Isn't that crazy?
That's sick, man. What's the matter with people?
Yeah. So, anyways, there wasn't a whole lot to that. It's just watching the videos, holy cow, what a creep.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, if I caught him sniffing my wife or daughter, it would not go well.
No.
'Cause I'm not just going to take a video of it.
No. Matter of fact, there wouldn't be any video.
I would probably. And did you see the mugshot of him? What's up with his ears? He's got like coffee cup handles for ears. What is going on?
Yeah. It's kind of like Shrek. The Shrek ears.
It does look like Shrek ears.
I didn't see that. Where did I find it?
Here.
You scrolled down. What is up with that?
Wow. Mix him with the tattoo guy. It'd be awesome.
That is, yeah.
It looks like he's got some sort of one of the teardrop looking tattoos under his right eye, but I don't
What's
know.
the teardrop signify? Number of sniffs?
Well, it's hard. It doesn't look like a teardrop, though. I don't know what it is, but
it's not a teardrop, but it's in the same vein, same type of
maybe
thing.
you're right. Sniffs.
Yeah.
It's a nose.
Kind of like kill marks, I've got 30 sniffs in.
He should tattoo the cartoon air go onto his nose.
Oh, jeez. What a freak.
Yep.
People are just weird, man.
They're very weird.
People are just
not
very,
right.
very
off
weird.
the wall, man. So, yeah, what a creep.
All right. Ready to play How Southern Are You?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right. I found a website. They got a bunch. I pulled off, I don't know, 10 of them here. So we'll just do 10.
All right.
Greg, you will probably know.
I don't know.
These.
It'll be interesting.
I know the first one you will. But I'm going to throw this
Disclaimer,
out
I
here.
am from Alabama.
He
but
is
that
from
doesn't
Alabama.
mean that I know. I've
No,
lived up
see-
here for, geez, I don't even know how long, 50 years
Eons.
or whatever. 52
Now, my
years.
mom is from southern Missouri, northern Arkansas, so I've heard a lot of different weird southern phrases.
Yeah.
I say weird. We use them all the time. But
Yeah, we did too.
let me get on here. So the first one is buggy. If I said buggy in the South, what do you think I'm talking about?
I know.
Yeah, I think you're talking about a car. That's my guess. Do we get the word, or do we have any context?
If I give you the context, you will probably
You'll
get
get
it
it.
right away.
Well, I'm
But I will.
I'm going car.
Fill up the buggy with some chicken and dumplings. So maybe not.
A plate or a bowl?
Oh, Greg, why don't you tell him what a buggy is?
A shopping cart.
A shopping cart.
Shopping cart.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know this until I got married because my wife is Greg's sister. Again, knows a lot of these. She's like, said something about a buggy. I'm like, a what? What's a buggy?
Fill this up and push the buggy out to the car.
All right, the next one, druthers.
Why do I
Druthers.
feel like I've heard this word before?
Druthers. Druthers.
And the druthers. It's not a real bright word. You're in the druthers. I mean, it's got to be. I don't know. It's got a negative connotation, I think.
I would say that's no, it's not negative, is it?
It's not negative or positive, really.
Yeah.
Oh, something is boring, maybe dull, boring.
That's a good guess.
Is it? I may be wrong on this. Is it? I'd rather or like rather?
A choice.
Yeah.
If I had my druthers, we'd be fixing to eat cake for dinner. I don't.
Where
make
did that
these up.
come from?
My druthers.
Choice, my choice.
I'd rather. I think it came from rather. Druthers.
Now this one I had never heard of. Greg, you may have, but I put this one in specifically for Mike.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Hoe cake. Because I think it makes two of his favorite things. Hoe cake. Stupid hoe and pancake is exactly what I'm thinking. I don't know if that's right. But they have hoe cake.
Stupid hoe's up there for me. Yeah.
So
hoe
what
cake.
would he be talking about? I'll even put it, help yourself to the hoe cakes on the table. Again, we are not sure what they're talking about. This could involve dollar bills. We don't know.
I'll say cupcakes. How about cupcakes?
Yeah. This one I've never heard, but I'm going to guess hot cakes, like pancakes.
They said they look like pancakes, but what they are, they taste like dense cornbread. So they're kind of like a flat cornbread, and they're typically served with greens and corn. And so they're like a flat cornbread. You put them
Yeah.
down. A lot of times they'll scoop stuff on top of them.
Yeah, that one. I mean, there's something in the back of my mind. It's vaguely familiar, but I wouldn't known that
Get
one.
you a good old hoe cake.
Hoe cake.
All right, this is one that we said in my household. Cattywampus.
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 I
Now,
think-
they have it cattywampus. We always said cattywampus.
Catty.
We said caddy as well.
Oh, it says here, sometimes spelled cattywampus.
The correct spelling.
Isn't this like a directional type thing? Like if something is cattywampus to you, it's off to the side or something. I don't know. That's my guess.
That's a good guess. Off kilter. It's
It's not straight.
yeah, like if
Yeah.
you hung a picture and it was crooked, it'd be
Or you put
cattywampus.
something together and it wasn't square. I
Okay.
put my shelf together,
okay.
but it's all cattywampus. So, yep, cattywampus. This one I'd never heard of. Piddling. Piddling. Piddling.
I'm gonna guess something is not working right or working slowly. It's just kind of piddling along.
Do you know this one?
That's
Greg?
not bad. I think, is it goofing off?
That's closer. It's I'd never heard of it. It said the example: quit piddling around and help me set the table.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Sure, this could mean puttering around, but some Southerners also like to use it as an adjective, meaning something small or trivial. So it could be something small or trivial, too. That's something that's piddling. So, Okay. This one you guys have probably heard of, but doohickey. We use this a lot.
Oh, doohickey. That's something like a name for like a tool or something. I mean, like a do-it-all type multi-tool or something.
Yeah.
The doohickey.
Yeah.
Like the do-it-all.
Yeah.
A
It's,
thing,
whenever
uh,
if you can't think of the name for something, you might say doohickey.
Yeah.
Says you can also substitute thingamajig and a what's it. So those are all synonymous. But
I
you
have used doohickey before.
Oh, I have.
really
My
haven't
dad-
used thingamajig and what's it, but
My dad used doohickey as well. And let's see. Plum, but it's spelled Plumb. So not the fruit.
Something's plum. Doesn't
Plum.
that mean it's like flush? Like it's level? The opposite of cattywampus?
yeah, I mean I think that's a carpentry term. I didn't know it was south. Isn't that
Well, I'm going to use
vertically straight?
I'll use it, and I know you've heard it before at one side because I was the same way. And then they give an example. I'm plumb tired after this long day
Oh,
because I was doing the same thing you guys were doing. It's square,
yeah, I've heard it that way. Completely. Yeah.
completely, totally plumb. I'm plumb tired.
I'm plumb tired.
Yep. This one I have never heard of. Maybe Greg has. Hoppin' John. HOPPINJOHN.
I'm going to say somebody that's wound up. They got a lot of energy. Bouncing off the walls.
I have not heard this one. Hoppin' John. Yeah, I would probably go with
it's-
something kind of similar.
Nope. It's a dish made usually of black-eyed peas and rice. It says you can also, it's been referred to as Carolina peas and rice. Nana gave me her favorite Hoppin' John recipe before she passed away.
Yeah,
Hoppin' John.
not heard that one.
How about hissy?
Oh, yeah. Actually, we had an addendum to that.
Was this like a hissy fit? Is that what
That's
this is talking
exactly what
about?
I'm thinking.
So,
But it's just
throwing
just
a
hissy.
tantrum or something, or like
He's getting hissy because we didn't stop for food.
Yeah.
yeah.
Angry,
Yep.
tantrum, yeah.
Tantrum. And then the last one I've got here. Oh, no, that was it. Sorry. Oh, no, I skipped one. This one I had never heard of. Washateria.
What is it? Washateria?
Washateria.
Sounds like you're washing off the bacteria. So I'm going to say this is your hand sink.
That's where I would have went.
I was going to go, like, maybe it's a laundromat.
Oh, sheesh.
See, Greg knew. I'm doing the same as Mike. I'm like, the bathroom? Nope. It says laundromats. This typically started off in Texas and became synonymous for laundromat. I'm heading to the washateria to get the mud off these clothes. Washateria. And then there's another saying I heard, but I don't know where this says. Butter my butt and call me a biscuit.
Yeah, I was telling my grandson some of the Southern phrases yesterday. We were talking about it. And one I thought of is like, it's so funny because if someone asks you, or you're going to offer to take someone like to the store, like here we would say, oh yeah, I'll drive you to the store or whatever. There they would say, yeah, I'll carry you. So they say carry anytime they're going to take you somewhere. So you get this picture of them holding you in their arms and carrying you. But yeah, I'm going to carry you to the store. I'm fixing to.
Well, the butter my butt call me means you're surprised or very shocked. So if somebody says, like their example, turns out I bought that lottery ticket for you and it won $200. They say, well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. So you can start using.
There's a number of those type of phrases.
There is. Well, they had another one that says paint me green and call me a cucumber.
Yeah.
And there's a couple other ones, but yeah, a bunch of those.
Yeah, I've heard of one like there was. Well, in the Looney Tunes, Tiny Tunes, they had. Well, hold on. What did he say? Well, skin me alive and call me luggage. It was an alligator. It was.
Yep. And then your mom had a couple that was tump, which I had never heard.
I
tump
I know
over.
what it means.
A what?
You're going to tump over. It means fall.
Fall?
But tump. T-U-M-P.
Tump. Yeah.
And when Greg was a kid, he used to play hind catcher a lot. They would say that one.
They would say that for a baseball catcher.
Catcher. I'm like, what? That's just a catcher. No, it's a hind catcher. I said, no, it is not.
Sounds like you're going to get
It's
the
not
belt
a hind catcher.
You're going to get the belt or something. That's
Well, we got that. Too,
I think that's what that sniffing guy was. He was a hind catcher.
Yes, he was.
He could have said that.
I'm
about
hind.
tumped over? I'm just a hind catcher. Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. Jeez.
I was fixing to tie my shoes.
Yeah. All right. The last thing I got here is it came up when I was going over slang. And I vaguely remember some of this, but it's not very popular anymore. But the short order cook slangs used to have them, the waitresses would say out different things.
Yeah. We didn't go to that many of those types
We didn't either.
Diner things.
We didn't either.
back
My
then,
dad
but-
was not he's like, no, we're not going out to dinner.
I mean, over the years, I've heard some,
But I got a few here. I'll see if you guys can guess what these are. So we'll try to get through these kind of quick because there's a bunch, but I'm not going to go through all of them. It says Adam and Eve on a raft.
that one,
Go ahead.
was that a grilled cheese?
Nope.
No.
I've got no clue. I don't know.
2 poached eggs on top of toast.
Oh, that's right.
Axle grease.
Grits? No.
Axle grease.
Gravy?
Yeah, I'd go with gravy.
Butter or margarine.
No. That makes sense.
Yep. Let's see here. Bad breath.
Onion. Something with onion?
Yeah. Yeah. If they want that burger with bad breath. So, a belly warmer. That's weird.
Chili? Soup?
That's a good guess.
That is a good guess. A belly warmer. I don't know.
Coffee.
Oh, that makes sense.
Blowout patches.
Tacos?
Blowout patches.
I'll give you a hint in a minute. We'll let Greg guess.
Yeah,
if he...
blowout patches. Blowout patches. I've got nothing.
I did this one specifically for Mike.
Oh, is this a pancake?
Pancakes. Blowout patches. This one is self-split. Boiled leaves. They like boiled leaves.
Oh, tea?
Hot tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bronx vanilla.
What is it?
Bronx vanilla.
Bronx.
So this
vanilla.
originated in 1920.
I mean, is it like some sort of an ice cream? Hot fudge sundae.
No.
Coffee with cream or something?
Garlic.
Oh, gee. No,
A brick. I want a brick.
A brick?
Yeah.
Burger?
That's not a grilled cheese, is it?
Nope.
Sandwich?
It's a biscuit.
Oh.
Let's see here. Cackleberries.
Cackleberries.
I don't know. I would say.
What cackles? If it's an animal.
Oh, eggs.
There you go. I'm just scrolling through to see a cowboy with spurs.
An omelet?
You're kind of right. Yes. What type of omelet? If it's a cowboy,
Western,
Denver.
Denver or Western?
Western with fries.
Yeah.
It says so. Dogs and maggots,
Ugh.
Dogs?
which I don't even get this. What they
Dogs
say.
of
That's what
maggots.
it says.
I'm guessing hot dogs or something.
See, that's what I would have said too. But this is
What would represent?
Oh, this is from the UK. That would make sense. It's crackers and cheese. I'm like, what is that one? All right, here's something. Hey, drown the kids.
So you're
I've heard this one.
putting ice or something? Ice and...
Drown the kids.
I feel like it's got to do with your drink.
Yeah,
but
it
maybe-
does. I think it's got to. No,
It's not
No?
a drink.
drown the
Something you
kid.
dip?
Something to do with cackleberries.
Okay, so...
Eggs. Boiled eggs.
Boiled eggs.
Gotcha.
How about if you said, all right, Mike's, he wants a Eve with a lid.
Eve with a lid.
Yep.
Apple pie.
There you go.
Ah, nice. I want some apple pie now.
That sounds good.
This is weird. Foreign entanglements.
Foreign.
Foreign entanglements. If something is all entangled, what is it?
Wrapped.
No. If it was entangled.
Entangled.
I don't know. I'm
Little
blanking.
Spaghetti.
Oh.
Oh, makes sense.
Hemorrhage.
Oh,
He wants a burger, make it hemorrhage.
I'm guessing with ketchup.
That. Yeah.
There you go. Hot blonde and sand.
Tropical drink.
No.
Sand.
Blonde in sand.
Makes me think of a beach or something like.
Yeah.
That's why I was thinking tropical drink.
There's no tropical, but it's something we've talked about already, but they've added some stuff to it. It's hot blonde in sand.
Hot blonde.
It's a drink
Coffee.
with
Creamer.
and
Sugar.
Sugar.
there you go.
Yeah.
What's a hockey puck?
Hamburger.
What type of hamburger?
Well done.
Well done. That's right.
Sounds
Let me see if there's any other ones here that are worth looking at. Irish cherries.
Potatoes.
No,
Oh, that's
but
good guess.
it's something a lot of times you can eat with potatoes.
Carrots.
Carrots.
Ah.
You know, when you order your hot blonde and sand, you may also want a life preserver to go along with it.
Donut.
Yep.
Ah, yeah.
What if Mike came in and said, you know, I need to order a bowl of looseners because man, I'm just not feeling it good today. What would that
A
be?
bowl of them.
You could get a bowl or a plate.
Sounds bad. Sounds like I'm down bad.
Sounds like maybe baked beans.
You're on the right path, but not baked beans.
Is it beans?
It'll be when I say it, you'll know. But it's prunes.
Oh, prunes. Yeah.
Get that hockey puck and let's make it cry.
Put onions on your burger.
Yeah. He also wants a side of moo juice.
Milk.
Yep. And maybe for dessert, he wants some nervous pudding.
Nervous. Shaky pudding.
Well,
Jello.
there you go. Shaky. Right. If something is on the hoof.
A horseshoe.
No, he wants a burger on the hoof.
So that means I'm guessing it's like medium or not medium, raw or
Very rare.
rare.
What's a ripper?
A ripper.
This is a weird one. Yeah. Kind of think glizzy.
Hot dog.
Deep fried hot dog.
Deep fried.
Corn dog?
Yeah. And then sand. We already know. but
Sugar.
There you go. Shingles with a shimmy and a shake.
Why did that's
Yeah.
I've heard that one
yeah.
like a million times.
Yeah.
Shingles.
This is primarily at breakfast. Let's say you're not real hungry. You say, I'll just take shingles with a shimmy and a shake.
Is it toast?
Yeah, but
Single.
What is it? Just a plain piece of dry toast, or are we doing something with
I'm
it?
thinking there's got to be something more to it. Shingles with a shimmy with jelly.
Buttered toast with jam or jelly.
Okay.
I won't say SOS or blank on a shingle. You ever heard that one?
Yeah,
that's
I
a
have
popular.
heard it.
Anybody that's been in the military will know this one for sure, and or poor because I ate plenty of it.
I'm throwing out my grilled cheese again.
No,
Oh,
chipped beef and milk gravy served on toast. And you know what? People grab it. I like it. I've always been able to. I like it. It's been fine. Squeal. You want some squeal?
Some bacon,
Close.
sausage.
Close.
what else could it be?
What am I missing?
Fatback.
No, there's some. Okay, people will eat bacon or sausage. Or
Ham.
hey, we did it. He wants whiskey down.
Whiskey.
I've never heard this one. I've heard of
rye
it.
bread.
Yeah, but toast. It says it's rye toast. You're real.
Oh.
That's real. 2 dots and a dash. It's breakfast again.
2 dots and a dash.
It's got to be pancakes with bacon or something.
2 eggs.
2 eggs and bacon.
There you go.
Dang.
2 eggs and a strip of bacon. Tube steak.
Hot dog. Glizzy.
Yard bird.
Chicken.
Yep. He wants eggs and wreck 'em.
Scrambled.
Yeah. I
Yep.
Scrambled. Yeah.
Yep. And let's see. I think that's about it. No, rabbit food. We'll do that one.
Lettuce.
There you go. So that was it.
Salad.
Just some short order slang. You don't hear it anymore, but it's kind of fun to go through those and see.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not bad. I
All
like
right.
it.
So, you got anything else?
I think that was it.
Mike, you all done?
I'm gonna go change my name though, real quick. I'll be back here
Subway?
in a little bit. Yeah. Wait till next week.
Tampax. Your supply. Saving money.
Maybe. Yeah. Who
You
knows?
can sell those.
Maybe I'd one step ahead with those. I don't know.
Maybe. All right. Well, so for Tampax and Kid Bop, I'm Reese's, and we're so glad you guys are listening to the show.
Big cup.
That's right. Have a great week. Relax. Don't get offended by anything. And hopefully none of these slang things are offensive. I didn't even think about that. But if they are, so sorry.
Just
Relax.
right into the show. And let
That's
us
right.
know.
Complain.
Well,
We'll put it on the
my
list.
shingle.
That's right. Butter my butt and call me a biscuit. All right. Thanks for tuning into the show. We do appreciate it so much. Check us out on all of our social media feeds, Instagram, Twitter, or X, or Facebook.
Formerly
known as Rumble, YouTube, and I don't know, whatever else is out there. We're on most of it. And we hope you're tuned in 7 days. Until then, see ya.
Later.
Peace. Formerly Twitter.
Can't. I still say Twitter. I don't know. I don't know what any of these are. All right, roll along. So, all right. Well, that wraps up another episode. Thanks for listening. Please be sure to subscribe, and you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.